Okay, we are hot. We are rolling. I want to welcome everybody to the show as I get everything properly prepared here. Stand by. Got a great show for everybody this evening. Great guests for a wonderful event. Something major that a lot of people, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure the guests here this evening can also explain how there's not enough attention paid to such a very important thing that's happening all over the world. Yes, and even in this country as well, and it's something that needs to be brought to everyone's attention. And yes, everybody can't always participate. Yes, everybody can't always fork out their time to help, but at least acknowledging that these things are happening, and I'll get heavier into what I'm talking about here, is very important. And I personally am going to do my part in helping um, bring awareness to what is happening. And I'm not going to be the one to lead that because I have a professional team geared up here really to help all of us, including myself, enlighten all of us to what happens every day. And I'm sure that the numbers are astronomical. So um, get ready for the Speak Your Mind show. It is a great one with great guests. And you guys and gals know how I love to start the show. And you know how we do it. The show begins now. Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to another Tuesday night edition of the Speak Your Mind show. I hope everyone had a fabulous Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. So much that man's legacy has left with us that has changed the entire world, not here just in the United States of America, but the entire world uh, can recognize and acknowledge what that man and his team that followed him, and that civil rights movement, which was a very powerful one. What he has done to change the entire world, the culture of integration of cultures and society. So I just wanted to start by saying that, and I will, unmute everyone here. I have a great group of people, individuals here. Alan, you might want to unmute your mic before I bring you in, sir. Um, I have a great group of people here. Uh, Before I bring everyone in, just the connection that I have with these people, and of course, there's two in particular that are really close to me. Um, the other two, I'm going to get better with and create a really good connection with in time. But there's two that I've spent a lot of time with, and we care about each other. We've done a lot of entertainment stuff together. But tonight's show is going to be primarily geared on bringing awareness to a topic that it seems like a lot of people like to shy away from. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on everyone, and here they are. Welcome to the show. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, guys.
We
Hi,
are here,
everybody.
and
Hi,
I'll
Derek.
start.
Thank you for
Hi.
having us.
Hey, welcome back. And I know you guys hear me kind of warming up the show and everything, and I know you know who those two people are, Nancy and Bella. Oh, I love
I
you, I love you.
know,
And
Derek.
Teresa and Alan, great people. Alan, we actually met once. I don't think Teresa. Have I ever met Teresa, Bella?
No,
We
I have
never
never
met.
met you. The
Yeah,
first time.
right. So Alan and I met at the Marriott that day when
The,
it was the
the
grand
grand
opening,
opening
right?
of the hotel in
Of the
August. Yes.
of the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and that was great individual you are. All the time and effort that you put into what, again, I want you guys to explain. I don't want to steal the show on that. And of course, I'll let Bella lead the charge there. But let's start at the very top of the screen, essentially to my, I'm looking at it, you would be to my right looking at, but to my left. Let's start. Nancy, introduce yourself to the audience, and then we'll keep scrolling on through. So hi, Nancy.
Hey Derek, how are you? I've
Well,
known Derek for a while. My kids did a video, 16 with Skinny is Green. That's how I
Skinny
met
is
Derek, and
green.
he did my son's headshots, and my husband did some acting, and I did some stuff with him. So Derek is an awesome person. I actually met Bella on
Thank
set,
you.
and my husband was, Bella's well, Bella was my husband's wife on one of the movies, so we have that little joke. So I met Bella, and I just kind of told her I wanted to get involved with the organization just because I believe strongly in it. It's important for us to prevent human trafficking. I do have a daughter, so a lot of things people need to be aware and educated on. I'm the Gala supervisor, so I've been helping Bella, and also her little personal assistant. Um, so we just want to have a successful event and bring awareness and education to everyone.
Thank you so much for that. And I know there's so much more to actually discuss, and we'll get into those things as we
Mhm.
get a little further into the show. But to the left of you, we have our good buddy Alan. Alan, please introduce yourself to the audience, sir.
Oh, hello, everybody. My name is Alan Greenstein. I'm the founder and CEO of Support Our Hashtag Creatives. And the goal of the organization is to level the playing field so that typically underrepresented demographics have as much chance as everybody else to have their projects made, distributed, and seen. And and of course, I'm also on the board of directors of the Bella Levy Foundation. And later on, I think I'll indicate how Bella and I met. Thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you for that. Well done. Thank you for everything that you do. Again, you'll hear me say that quite often this evening because I think it's deserved. Uh, we're going to move on down to the bottom of my little image there to Miss Teresa. How are you, Teresa? And please introduce yourself to our Speak Your Mind audience.
Hello, my name is Teresa Jones, and I'm part of the logistics team on for the gala. Do whatever I can do to help get this going. Um, I'm here to um, reach a broader population to that that are abused or um live in fear, don't have their own free will. This gives me a platform to actually fight for those things that mean so much to me.
Wow. I think you did the way she just explained that is just it's so heartfelt. It wasn't. She's not trying to be complicated about it. And this is what I was saying in the beginning. It's something that I don't know, it just touches people in a certain way. And Bella was the one. We did a show, if you remember, before Bella, and it was a good show. It was one of my better shows, our better shows, because it was just something that the audience actually felt captivated about. And I didn't, I didn't realize it until I looked at the views later, and then I, just kind of skimmed through the show again, and it's quite touching if it's something that is directly connected to you. If it doesn't happen to you, if you care, some people care, some people don't, and I don't want to make it like people don't care, but it seems as though in a lot of cases, people generally focus on things that affect them, right? So if it's not really happening to them, they don't really pay much mind. But the way Teresa expressed that was just her chance to just do something to help, and whatever, however little it is, I think is something better than what others would do. And after saying that, I'll bring it to you, Bella. Please, last but not least, can you introduce yourself once again to our Speak Your Mind audience?
Thank you so much for having me It's always a pleasure for me to come onto your show, and I want to say thank you to everybody on this panel tonight. This is just a small sampling of my amazing dream team. Uh, some of the other people just were not available tonight, but I also want to discuss how everybody can meet the remainder of the dream team next Saturday. So when I first met you, Derek, I was on set. We were doing a film, I believe, with Linnea. I want to say it was Running Lost, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, you're right.
And that's when I actually met Warren, who is Nancy's husband. So the running joke that her and I have is we share a husband. And when I met Nancy was we were at the diner shooting that scene, and she approached me, and she was sitting next to me, and we were talking, and she was just a breath of fresh air, just a wonderful person that came to me, was very interested about what I was doing. And we started talking, and she said, "That's my husband over there, Warren." And I said, "Oh yeah, we share a husband." She looked at me like, "You do what?" So I had to clarify that, and we've been very good friends. Not only am I fortunate that all these people here help me because it's in their heart, but also I have an amazing friendship with everybody here. I do have to preface that my entire foundation is 2,000,000% volunteer. That everybody that comes on and wants to be a part of this gives up their time, their resources, their energy, everything they do, and to have so many people believe in me and back me up is just an amazing feeling. And I think that last time I spoke to you, Derek, I said, here I am. I'm going to build my army because I want to fight for those who don't have a voice or a choice. And again, thank you so much for bringing me back on and sharing my vision, sharing my dreams. And without these people on the panel today, as well as a couple of others, I have to say Alexis, she's out of town. Alexis is the Gala director, and also Robin Shockley, the amazing Robin Shockley. She is our hostess. I would not be nearly where I am today. And the one thing I always say is I'm just a small seed in the soil. It's with your love and attention that I'm able to grow. So again, thank you to everybody on the panel. Thank you for everybody at home. And thank you for everybody that works so hard and has been putting in so much love, sweat, and tears into the Bella Levy Foundation. And we're having a huge event coming up next weekend. We have on the website, we have a timer, and I was on there just a few minutes ago, and it's 10 days away. And I'm like, so this for me feels like it's a year and a half in the planning. Alan, if you remember, we were supposed to have this event last year, but this thing called, I don't know, COVID, some of you may have heard of it, kind of came and interrupted everything. So thank you to everybody being part of my vision, just collaborating your time, your resources. We all have families, we all have lives, we all have schedules, and these amazing individuals, as well as the ones I've mentioned, literally rearrange their lives to make sure that they've been on every call, to make sure that they've been at every event. This past Saturday, we had a dress rehearsal for our models. And oh my God, when I tell you, I can't wait to show you what these guys are doing. I had, well, I'm an emotional creature to start with, but when I watched my vision unfold in front of my eyes, I did get a little teary-eyed. And just to have all these people believe in you and want to see your vision, your journey, your mission to come to life, and it's actually unfolding right in front of you live. It was just a surreal experience. It was just like, I felt like I was having the Braxton Hicks. The ladies knows what that is. It was like the Braxton Hicks. Next weekend will be like the real thing. So it is. Let me just dive right into it. And I have my amazing panel. And also, if I miss something, please, please, please help me. Because literally, without my team, I would just, everybody knows how I am with directions. So that's what would happen. I'd be lost somewhere. So it's going to be a 3-day event, starting off with Friday night, a VIP meet and greet. When creating this event, I decided to give it a very home style, very family type of environment. And I know that we're having people fly in, literally, we have people coming in, flying in from all over, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, all these different people are coming together. And I know that when you bring a whole bunch of people together, it's like that awkward strangers. So I just said, you know what? Let me create a VIP meet and greet so everybody can come together, can get to know each other, feel better, come in as strangers, leave as family, get some food, get some drinks, get some entertainment. And then the next morning, when is the gala, the big, big gala, we can all enjoy ourselves as family because we met like strangers yesterday, but today we're family. And Sunday's the farewell breakfast. Again, keeping the family type environment. I can't let you leave my event without putting some food in your stomach. So we're going to have a farewell breakfast where we have 2 more keynote speakers, and it's a lot of information to go on. We have 4 DJs. We have, I think, 20 plus models, and too many entertainers for me to mention, but everything's on the website. Just, whew, everything is, yeah.
And mind you, let me jump in real quick right there. There is, I don't know if you recognize it because I mean, you probably have, but to my over my left shoulder above there is the QR code, and you can actually scan it from, a live feed like this. I tried it. I was like, oh my goodness! If you put your
Oh,
phone
that's
up
what
to
I
it,
gave you. That's
that's what you
right.
gave me. If you look, and I'll bring it in
I
here
actually,
closer so you can
I
see
actually
me.
have this on a
There it
t-shirt.
is, right there. So
Mhm.
scan it now, ladies and gentlemen. It'll take you right to the website. Okay, so I wanted to, yeah, you gave me that a while back. There it is
I
again, right
did.
there.
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
And the website is bellalevy.org. And like I said, Friday night is a meet and greet. You get to meet our sponsors, you get to meet our vendors, you get to meet the other artists, you get to meet. I call everybody that I welcome into the family my champions of humanity. That's what's written on the back of the T-shirt. So you get to
Wow.
meet other champions from all across the country, and we're all going to come together for an amazing, amazing time to, to meet each other, to have some food, to get some drinks, get to know each other. But mostly, I want people to really, really focus on the message. I want
Yes.
people to really take in the statistics. I want people to really, really understand why I fight so hard. January is the official Human Trafficking Awareness Month. That's why this event is being held in January. And January 11th well, still is, the official Human Trafficking Awareness Day. And if you've noticed a lot of royal blue on the social media, is
Mm,
because my team and I, as well as other people, I've asked everybody to do complete royal blue the entire month so we can stand in solidarity. And when I see that there's more and more blue popping up, it makes me happy because people are actually listening to my message.
mm,
And my message is of hope and healing. The main reason that I'm putting this gala together is it's a fundraiser to bring awareness. But second of all, my second phase of what the foundation that I started is to build a safe haven, a place of healing, a place of to rebuild your life. And I never want any of these, I never call them victims, I call them gladiators and heroes. Because for them to come out of that situation they were in and want a better life, I want them to know I didn't forget about them. I didn't. And anything I can do and my team can do in my community and my tribe, anything we can do to help them rebuild their lives, we will. 100% we will. So that's basically uh, the reason for the gala. It starts off with, I believe, at 4 o'clock, right, Nancy?
5 o'clock on Friday, 5 to 10.
Oh, yes. See, that's why I love her. Yes, 5 o'clock is our. See how is. Thank you. 5 o'clock is our VIP meet and greet, and it starts off at 5 o'clock, and you get to come in and. I ask everybody cocktail attire, just something you'd wear to a happy hour, and just get to know each other and then hang out and any questions you may have, speak to anybody you want. Everybody is very, very open, and that's the one thing that was very important to me, is to harbor a very family type of a hands-on approach to me and my entire team. The joke I always say is, we all work so hard we forget who the boss is.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed being by myself, being around you. That's you don't that you're not that kind of leader, and that's what you are. If you want to know, kind of that, Coretta Scott King, that Harriet Tubman style leader of where you just you, you don't rule with an iron fist. You're more like, hey, let me hear your ideas. What do you think? Sure, let's do that. Let's try that. And a lot of showing appreciation for accomplishments. Hey, I appreciate you for that. I struggle with that. You did it in the show already. I struggle with that. So that's why you're here to help me get better. And I listen to you. When you have volunteers, I mean, that's as good as a paycheck. Hey, there you go. Because sometimes that it just speaks volumes. I mean, it feels good. We people like to feel good sometimes. And all it takes is something simple like that. And before we even go on, I just want to acknowledge the fact that we do have an audience watching. There are comments coming in. Forgive me, you guys. I might not, because the sensitive nature of this show, I might not have time to read everybody's comments. But I see you on there. Donald Stepp. Donald Stepp is pretty much an acclaimed viewer right now. Donald Stepp is a major contributor to We Own This City premiere that was showcased on HBO last year. I don't know if they're bringing the show back or whatever, but he's deeply involved in that project. A character portrays his real life in that series, and that's Donald Stepp. So thanks, Donald. Donald said, "You've been speaking, Bella," and he said, "Well said, lady," and he's talking about you, and I agree with him. So thanks, Donald. Buzzacino coming in through YouTube. Been watching me a while from YouTube, and I appreciate him taking his time out. And let me just scroll here real quick. Of course, we all know Bobby Heiser Jr., our good buddy Bobby. Bobby's a faithful fan, friend of mine, and you all know
Mhm.
Bobby quite well. He's also here just saying hello to everybody on the panel. Myself, of course, Bella Allen and Teresa. So just quick acknowledgments to our guests there. But I do want to kind of stay here for a moment with some of what you were talking about. Um, I know this happens quite frequently. Human trafficking, and the funny thing, Bella, is I see it. Shows, us, they always find a way to kind of like put in your face a little bit. Like they'll put in a series. It'll be an episode in a series of Law and Order or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, but then it just seems like it's just something to say, hey, this is still going on. What does an organization like the Bella Levy Foundation, how are you really helping? What is it that your organization does that actually helps reduce this? It brings awareness to it, because it's not like you guys are police officers and you got a team. You're not what they call guardian angels out there running around standing on corners protecting the citizens. So what is it that your foundation does exactly?
Well, first of all, thank you. And also thank you to the first gentleman that you mentioned. I think I met him on set because I was on season one, episode two of We Own the City. I think
Oh,
it was Donald. That's right. That was his
yep.
name.
He just said it too.
Um,
Bella acting in the show. Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
Yep.
I think I was in the. It was so hot that day. It was in August. I mean, it was hot, hot, and we had to dress like it was the '90s. And
Mhm.
I came on there, and they put me in the wardrobe, and that was fine. And I think the scene I was in, it was a backyard barbecue scene, so it was fun to be part of that. I had a great time, and I love you too, Donald. You're awesome. Thank you. Getting back to the question, I just had to acknowledge him because I do remember.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I do want to say thank you for asking me that question. So
Sure.
the basic principles of the Bella Levy Foundation is three things: to bring upon awareness, education, and prevention methods against human trafficking. So as far as the awareness part, I created that QR code, the one that you had mentioned, and this is actually one of our T-shirts. This is actually long sleeve, and we will be vending something similar to this at the weekend. I'm working on getting it in blue, so hopefully it'll work out. When you scan that QR code, excuse me, it goes straight to my website, which is bellalevy.org. And the very first thing it asks you is, do you need police? And if you press yes, it dials 911 instantly. The one thing that my research does tell me is that most of these victims held in these situations, they have these things called burn phones, which they can receive calls, they just can't dial out. So I found a way that even if you're in a dire situation, almost every phone I know now has a camera, every phone. So if you have a camera, you can scan it and you can still get help. So that's my one way of making impact, like instant impact. And the last time I checked with my IT team, all 7 continents have logged into the website. I have my team, and Nancy's on with me every Tuesday morning. We meet with the analytical team, and they kind of show us where we are. And the fact that this problem exists, I'm not too happy about. But the fact that I have global reach now, it it makes me happy to share this accomplishment with my team. And I remember that Alan started with me at inception, and I would just say, Alan, I'm in a different state. I was so happy that,
Mhm.
went from Montgomery County to Howard County to PG County. I would call him up and I'm like, oh my God, Alan, I went to New Jersey. And he was like, of course you did. And then it just blew up. And every single time I fly anywhere, I travel, I give out those business cards like candy to everybody, anybody that listens to me. And Derek, last time I was on set, you guys were so nice enough to let everybody wear this blue ribbon during all the scenes that I was in. And I was very
Yep.
grateful for that. And I just think that by us empowering other people to keep their eyes open, if you see something, say something. It's just that simple. That's my way of awareness. Education is, I talk about a lot of things. The Black Dot campaign, I did not create it, so I can't take ownership for that. But when I found out about it, the simplicity of it, I decided to adapt it to when I travel and I do lectures and I give teachings. The Black Dot campaign came from domestic violence. And basically, that is a nonverbal form of communication that if you ever see a young lady with a black dot in the middle of her hand or any other color dot,
Mhm.
that's a nonverbal communications cry for help. Some women in some countries, they'll bite their lip and get the blood and put it on there because we all know when blood dries, it turns brown. That is a very safe way for the person involved in that situation to get help. And the other thing that, again, I did not create this, but when I found out about it, I wanted to help promote it, was the angel shot or the angel drink. And everybody knows if you go into a restaurant, a bar, or any of those places where we just want to go and just have a good time and relax, and you ask the bartender to make you a whatever drink, or the bartenders are like, I know exactly what that is. They don't have a clue. Because back in the day, they used to open up that book, the pamphlet of how do you make
Mhm.
cocktails. Now, this thing called ta-da, the internet, So they'll Google it. And if you Google angel shot or angel drink, it'll tell you right away that this person, this patron, is asking you for help. I think those are very effective, non threatening, nonverbal form of communication, where if you're in that situation and the person is standing to your right and you don't want to do anything to get in trouble, you can let somebody else know. And the third element, prevention methods, is the gala is a big part of that. It's a way that we can all come together. We have amazing keynote speakers. We have, I think, six. Was that right, Nancy? Six
Yeah.
keynotes, six
Mhm.
keynote speakers. Each one is extremely knowledgeable in their own way. One of our speakers is Shefik, who covered the Olympics. The other one is Catherine Griffin. She's coming from Texas. She has a very similar foundation to what I have. She works with young children. Um, and how I met her was through our really good friend, Mr. Tommy Davidson. He tried so hard to come to this event, but because he's touring Par's comedy tour, he's unable to attend. But I do have a special surprise that you have to come to the gala and see what we have planned for you.
I'll be there.
Uh, I know.
Yeah.
Uh, like I said, we have so much information, and I try to present it in a form that people will receive it, will understand it. We want to make people comfortable. And when you make people feel comfortable, make them feel at home, they'll be more likely to uh, attain what we're discussing. So Friday night is the meet and greet, and we're doing cocktail hour. Happy hour cocktail. Just get your little
Yeah.
cute dress,
You know,
and then
I think that's the day I'm definitely going to be there. Now,
Mm.
I'm messing. But go ahead. Pardon me. Pardon me.
and then Saturday is the formal day, and that is when a strict dress code is enforced. And I'm
Mhm.
asking everybody to proudly wear their royal blue formal gowns. I know a couple of my friends and other people part of this event have been reaching out, sending me pictures of their beautiful dresses, and I can't wait to see everybody.
Hmm.
Um, everybody's dressed up, and we have the entire event. And Sunday is the farewell breakfast, and I just want people just to be relaxed and listen to a couple more keynote speakers, and then hopefully go home with a little bit more information than you came with, and understand why the foundation is so important, understand why I fight as hard as I do. I can't forget two more things before I forget. Nancy, got to keep me on
Good.
track.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
when
I have
I
something.
say when I say the word brave, brave is an understatement. When I competed for DC, they asked me what is my definition of beauty, and I told them courage, and they didn't understand what that meant. I told them in my own way. So we have three very brave and courageous young ladies making impact statements of their their experience. They lived it. They had the trauma. They had this thing that happened to them, and now they're doing they're changing lives with what they're doing. They did not let their circumstances break them. And they're also going to talk about how the community has support them. Um, we also have Mr. and Mrs. Gala. When we did a casting call for the models, they thought they were just going to be part of a fashion show. But Derek, you already know me. I don't do anything simple. I got to do everything
Mhm.
over the top. So
Mm,
when we finally
this is true.
announced who the models were, I told them, I said, ta-da, you guys are part of Mr. and Mrs. Gala. Each one of my models has something to bring. Each one of my models has something that they contribute. And I know somebody somewhere saw something in me, maybe I didn't, and I want to pay that forward. And I want to give each one of them a platform to talk about what they bring to the table. Every single one of my models is doing something positive in the community. So we have the Mr. and Mrs. Gala award. You could
Mhm.
actually vote for Mr. and Mrs. Gala if you go on the website. We have the very three brave, um, whatchamacallit, not whatchamacallit, no, we have the very three brave speakers that are going to come and talk about their experiences. And then I'm giving out three important awards. One is called the Noemi Mimi Perez Award. The second one is the Sound of Freedom Award. And the third one is the Bella Levy Foundation Award of Humanitarian Excellence.
Wow,
Um,
that is awesome.
and you
I
can find out all this information on the website, why
Yeah,
all three of those awards mean so much to me. People ask me why we wear the ribbons on the left, because that's where the heart is.
that's where
And
your
this
heart
is
is.
something that's so important to me. And, I just want to continue with my work. And without the support of the community, without the support of everybody here, not just right now, real time, but later on, none of this could be possible. None of it. Um, like I said, I had this crazy idea just on a sticky pad, and I was talking to Alan, and I said, "What do you think about this?" And he's like, "I think it's great." And then he actually told me, he goes, "Bella, I think pretty much anything you do, you'll be
Mhm.
fine." And I'm like, he was just being nice saying that.
And
and
I wanted to get to. I'm sorry, pardon me, because I well, it was something that I wanted to, before I lose my train of thought. I wanted to go back to something you said, because you told me this before, and this is very important. And I think to me, it applies to someone that might be watching the show right now that is in need of help. Um, and you said the QR code will, if you scan it, it'll ask. It's gonna, thank you. Bring it, raise it one more time. It will give you. It'll ask, "Are you in trouble?" How amazing is that? I mean, I just wanted to emphasize that, because I think last time you were on, Bella, we didn't really do that, and I remember thinking about it. That is very, very important. So please bring it up one more time, Bella. One more time. If
oh, sorry,
if
wrinkled.
if you just happen to be watching the show and you need help, scan that immediately, and follow the procedures that come after that. Okay, and you know, we're praying for you, and we just hope that you know you can find help immediately and you can get out of that terrible situation. I just wanted to say that, and also um, the that black dot, this is a process. You explained it to me before, and I lost sight of it when I asked you the question earlier. I didn't remember those things, so now it's kind of fresh. It's like a total recall. You explained it before with the black dot, and that's a simple. Again, if you're in trouble out there, and there's anything around, right, anything that can um, leave a mark, right, somewhat of a permanent mark, and you show somebody that can help you. That's very important. And then, of
Hmm.
course, the drinks, because these predators are, they're people, so they're trying to get you out. They want to go places with, they want to take you places. They want to control you, own you, and sometimes they want to show you off. So you have opportunities, right, to free yourself while you're out with them in the whole drink making process. How amazing is that? Like that
Hmm.
that is something pretty unique, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know that. So I wanted to kind of reiterate that one more time and just throw some emphasis on it with you there, Bella. And I know there's a lot to cover. And then you mentioned Alan and Teresa, and I wanted to ask you. I'm going to go to you now, Alan. How long have you been working with Bella and her endeavors, and what made you show so much interest in this? I mean, it occupies a lot of your time, and like I always tell Bella, it's so emotionally distressing. It's just like, it seems like a sad environment. But do you feel the same way, or is there there's something that brings joy just by helping out situations like this.
Yeah. Well, I think it really falls under the supporter hashtag creatives banner quite naturally because of I mean, underrepresented demographic, someone who's a victim of human trafficking. That certainly is definitely something that's not everybody experiences. So of course, that kind of attracted me to become a part of this. And I'll tell you the origination story with Bella is it was I guess it must have been at least a couple of years ago. I was on set of a film called Under His Control, and it was still being in principal photography at the time. And there's Bella. She was in the role of the COVID compliance officer at the time. I found out later that she actually was acting in that same film, but that day she was the COVID officer, and we started talking, and she was actually talking about her activities in the pageant circuit. That's how it started. And a few months later, she came to me again and mentioned she's founding the Bella Levy Foundation, and she's going to be fighting human trafficking and making people aware of it. And she asked me to be on the board of directors. So I said, of course I'll be on the board of directors. This is a great cause, and I admire your passion and in you promoting this cause, because not everybody could do something like that. So that's really how Bella and I came together. So I guess I was probably came along just about the time that the foundation was actually created. So that's how Bella and I came together.
Wow, that's a pretty cool story. I'm sorry if I missed it. And about how long ago was that? Did that take place?
Oh it's got to be a couple of years ago that I first
Mhm.
met her, and then I guess the foundation came along a little bit later, and that's
Yes,
what came.
this upcoming March, the foundation will be 2 years old.
Wow. Okay. So I mean, it's an anniversary and everything, and a little bit later in the show, I am going to show a little bit of what this Marriott looks like. Remember, we were down there for the grand opening, and
That's right. That's
ladies and
right.
gentlemen, you're going to be like kind of blown. I was blown away. I'm not going to lie to you. Bella invited me down, and she was like, "Yeah, come on down. You know, I'm in town. You know, just come on down with me and scout the place." And I'm thinking, okay, that's cool. You know, hey, made myself, you know how I was, I made myself available. My daughter was with me. But when I got there, I was like, what? I'm walking. Listen, this place, I will show you the images in a minute, but let me finish what I'm saying. I walk in, there are people walking around, all nicely dressed. Wait till you see what I had on in these pictures. all, ni- all nicely dressed suits, ties, beautiful gowns, and they're drinking wine. There's hors d'oeuvres over here. The mayor Brandon Scott was upstairs in a room. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? But I mean, the facility that Marriott, and yeah, I know it has a full name, but it's a Marriott, right? Anyway, it's amazing. It's going to be an amazing place to
Mhm.
showcase the gala this year.
Mhm.
So and look how quickly January 28th came around. I was just like, oh, we got plenty of time, and here it is, what, a week or whatever away, and
10
it's
days.
just pretty 10 days away, so a couple weeks, almost a couple weeks away, and it's just pretty amazing. And real
Mhm.
quick, as we keep going here, I have been posting the comments up. Everybody's just impressed with the way you speak, Bella, and it's quite. I don't know, you really engage in, how you're able to present what you're doing. It's always mind blowing. Donald Stepp said it too. It's some of that information. That's why I wanted to recap some of that. Donald said he's from the streets, and he never knew that. He never learned
Mhm.
about some of the signals and signs to that you could deliver to somebody that actually might know what you're doing, and
Mhm.
or what it represents and what it means, and you
Mhm.
could save a life that way. But I'm sure
You're
most
gonna
of the
learn
captions.
today. You're gonna
You gotta
learn
you're
today.
gonna learn a day. You're gonna learn a day. And my guy Johnny Lang's on. I'm probably gonna try to bring Johnny in. Johnny's one of my closest friends. I'm pretty sure he's got some questions for you all as well. So in a minute here, I'm gonna try to invite him into the link. He may or may not be available, but I do want to bring it to Miss Teresa. I She's so patiently waiting there. She's so quiet. Basically the same thing I was asking Alan though, Teresa. What drew you into to something like this? That, again, it's not, this isn't like, joining a, a role playing game team. It's just where everybody's laughing, giggling, and having a good time. This is something serious, and it can drain you. I mean, what drew you into wanting to work with Bella the way you have?
Well, me and Bella go way back. We started out becoming fast friends in the salsa community. And years later, I became friends with the gala director. So
Mhm.
meeting her, knowing that she knew Bella, becoming more aware of the foundation, and knowing my sense of wanting to help people um, free themselves and from whatever hardships that they're going through, however they derive, it really spoke to me. So it was a great fit for me to just start and become part of the program or the foundation.
And how long ago would you say that took place? I mean, since was
I've
it
been
is
I've
more
been with
recent?
the program. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been with
No,
the
no,
program
yeah, yeah.
for I've been with the program for a few months now. So
Okay,
I'm more on the later end of. I didn't start at the very beginning, so I didn't really know about it until recently.
right. Now,
I just have to
go
say
ahead, go
something
ahead,
real quick.
go
For
ahead.
those people that don't know Teresa, she has an amazing heart. And I had, a lot going on with a lot of little parts going on. And she said, I know you work nights. Let me come pick you up during the day. We'll go run our errands. And she knew I was feeling a certain
Yeah,
way.
yes, you can't.
So,
Yeah, don't
yes,
come in.
we're friends from way back when. Yes, that's true. So we had, that history. But she came to, pick me up so we can do our errands. And she met me with, and I have it right here, Teresa. I'm going to show it off. She gave me a bouquet of flowers. So when I opened the door, she handed me these flowers, and I just, if I wasn't emotional then, I was emotional now, and I was like, for me. And she said, you just needed a little sunshine because I know you're stressing out, and I know you want everything perfect. So she gave me these flowers. So I have to say that's the type of person she is. And also, I have to give real big kudos to Alexis. I always tell her, I want perfection. I want perfection. And she's like, perfection doesn't exist, but excellence does. And she said,
Mhm.
and I know, Bella, you operate in excellence. And Robin Shockley, the same thing. So this team that I have is just my super just amazing human beings. So I know Teresa is very humble, but I also want people to know what type of a heart she has. And the fact that she recognized that I was struggling a little bit and I was having not the best of days. And I worked at night. So she wanted me to rest. So she drove me around and we had all these errands to run. And she greeted me with those flowers. I was like, "Mm." And I just want everybody to know who she is. And she is an amazing woman. And I've been friends with her for years through salsa community. And every time I get around her, I always feel like I'm at home, like in your mother's kitchen at home. So,
Mm.
Teresa, thank you for bringing that back to me. And I am privileged and honored to have you part of my vision, my journey now.
Thank you. I
Wow,
am.
that is
I feel the
powerful.
same.
That is powerful. And she's so humble. She's just yeah, I like her. She's so quiet, and then she, very short with her words, but it's obvious that her
Hmm.
passion is much bigger than
Hmm.
the amount of words that she chooses to use, at least in this show. So I appreciate you as being the first time that we met, and yeah, again, I'm coming in as a photographer that day,
Mhm.
videographer. So I'm going to be taking some pictures, shooting some video, and I'm coming in as just trying to be support for Bella. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know if I could do what you all are doing. I mean, I could say that like that now, right? And just by being honest, because this is the Speak Your Mind show, so I'm speaking my mind. I'm being honest. Um, I have loves. What I love. I love to coach. I love to direct. I love to film. I do my part in a different way, but what you all are doing is taking out is volunteers your service, your time, to help people you don't even see, or you might not even see, or do you understand what I'm saying, Bella? At least the people that I see them, I'm looking at them, I'm saying, hey kid, get up, you can do better, and picking them up. So to me that's just something that just needs to be acknowledged and recognized. And I mean, you brought Nancy, and I know last year, we've been doing this for a while, Bella. Nancy wasn't involved at
Hmm.
that time. You brought her in, and look how instrumental she's been. She's just on it like clockwork.
Fantastic.
Um,
Yeah, she
and
runs my schedule. So I get on the phone and I'm like, I got to be here at 8 o'clock. She's like, wait a minute, hold up, girlfriend. That's not where
Yeah.
you got to be. You got to be here, 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 here. And again, I get off at work at 7 a.m. So it's 7:03, 7:05. I get my itinerary for the whole day, who I have to call, where I have to be, who I have to speak to. And I'm so grateful to you, Nancy. Thank you for keeping me on track. Really,
No
really am.
problem. And sometimes we have those 3 a.m. text messages going on.
She
So
texted me at 3 a.m. and I'm like, I know why I'm up. I'm at work. Why are you up? And she said, my cat jumped on my laptop, woke me up. I said, go back to bed.
nope, I'm up
But she
now.
used that time. And it's not only do I want to thank the people on this panel and the ones at home, I also want to say thank you to your families, because I know how much attention and time goes for you guys to give me. When we started this, we met once a month, right, Alan? We met once a month. I believe it was the third Thursday, and that's when we met. And as it gets closer to Gala Day, we meet once a week. And not to mention the other people that we have Zoom calls with, the artists, the models, the wait, come here for a minute.
Photographers.
The artists, come here. The artists, the models, the speakers, the keynote speakers, every day that there's a Zoom call. And Nancy, thank you for keeping me straight. And again, I want to say thank you to all of your guys' families for bearing up with me. Come here. This is my son. Sit down.
hey,
This is my son, and he is actually one of the models that
what's up,
he
man?
will be participating.
All right.
Are you live?
Yes, I'm live. Okay.
And
Don't do that again.
when you're done, Bella, I want to just mention something. Go ahead.
Yes. Go
Okay.
ahead, Nancy.
Also, we didn't have a chance to highlight our designers. We have 4 fabulous and wonderful designers that contribute their time and allowed our models to showcase their artwork. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Bougie Fashions, Shauna Slay, Boy, and Earl Bannister.
Correct.
Absolutely. Hey, Nancy. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Nancy, she's another little humble one. She's sitting there like she's a receptionist right now, filing paperwork in the cabinet. But let me tell you, she's a pretty great actress too. And big time shouts out to you, Nancy, for your role in Holiday Hit,
Oh,
Linnea's film. You did a fabulous job. I was in the theater to watch it, so I seen you big and bold as you sped off with the kids in the car. I thought that
yeah.
was amazing. And you had your couple lines, and
Yeah.
you played the role perfect. So she is a great talent, a great acquisition to have on your team there, Bella. And you have
Absolutely.
all this talent around you, Alan. I didn't even get into the fact that he met you on set as well. So I mean, what were you doing there, Alan? On set like that. So
Oh,
um,
yeah. Well,
good.
I've worked with a lot of of filmmakers since I started doing this way back in 2009. And so, I mean, I requested from the producer if I could come on set because I work with her on her projects, and she said, "Sure, come on in." And because I'm always very interested in seeing what goes on set, I learn a lot from it. So, that's how I ended up being there that day, and it's a good thing that happened because otherwise I never would have met Bella probably. So it's a good thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that's why we love it so much, and we all delved in. Warren, again, you mentioned Warren, Nancy's
Mhm.
husband. He's done some projects, been and stuff. I mean, we wouldn't know each other like that if it wasn't for us going out on a limb and taking a shot at these casting calls and seeing if you can get a role and
Mhm.
interacting. And you never know, right, who you're going to rub shoulders with and what will spawn after that. And that's what we've done in the local community. A lot of us have, and that's why our connections are as tight as they are. And look what's happened. It's spiraling like an area of everything's possible at this point. You got Donald Step on the line here. You have great talent. People I love. Bobby Heisler Jr. up and coming, doing big projects. My guy Johnny Lang, is doing big things. We're all growing together. We taught each other, Bella. We all embraced each other, and all of us picked each other up. And it was just like it's like a ladder. It's like you're on my shoulders, and the next guy comes up and climbs on your shoulders, and we're just moving. We're building this incredible tower of people and talent. So I'm grateful. All of you are always going to be first and tops at the top of my list in talent that I want to bring into a lot of what I'm doing, and I'm doing some things. But we're not here tonight to talk about a lot of that. I just wanted to bring a little awareness to what we all are doing because Bella, you are an actress as well. And yes, you are a valiant heroine that's out there to helping people, but you also are a natural born talented actress in the industry that we love as well. So let's not forget that. Let's showcase that as well. All right.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I forgot you did mention Warren.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
Warren has an amazing voice. He's also, I believe, a voiceover artist, if I'm
Honest.
not um, mistaken.
Wow.
And he is actually the moderator. Something I wanted to do for the models is as the models are walking down the runway, he will be announcing each one. We've
Wow.
asked the
That's cool.
models, stop. I'm sorry. We've asked the models to turn in bios. So he will be reading each model's bio. It's
Mhm.
Mhm.
important for me to point out, illuminate, and highlight each person that's helped me. And
Yeah.
I know that they all have lives. We have I think, Nancy, if I'm not mistaken, we have models coming in we have a model coming in from Florida. We
Yes.
have a couple from South Carolina.
Minor.
We have from,
Um,
of course, the DMV. We have from
mhm.
Delaware,
Mhm. Mhm.
from, I want to
I'm
say
thinking.
Texas and
Um.
Long Island. No, Texas, I'm sorry, no. Long Island, Staten Island, that area there.
Mhm.
I think that's the diversity of our model base. But when we had the casting call, it was from people from other states, like far,
Mhm.
far away. And they were, wanting to be on here. And then, of course, sometimes we have things that come up on their end or on our end. And just due to time differences, they weren't able. But we
Yeah.
have a waiting list for next year's show.
I bet you
And
do.
Mhm.
I bet you do.
And I'm just happy just to be able to provide a platform for
Yeah.
anybody that's doing something positive.
Yeah.
So
Really cool.
Warren, yes, to bring up
Yeah. Well,
our husband
Warren's my
Nancy.
guy. Yeah. I know the running joke. I know that is so funny. That is so funny. Well, I was a
He,
part of that. I was the doctor that day. In the
yeah,
the
you were
made
the doctor.
the makeshift hospital. Great job during productions and putting that making turning their living room into what really appeared to be a hospital room.
And I was
Hospital
so
room.
honored that you guys were asking me because I'm a healthcare professional. And you guys were like, how does this look? And how does this look? Because you had your stethoscope like this. And I said,
Yeah,
doctors don't wear
yeah.
it like
Don't
that.
wear
They
it
just
like
go like
that.
this and
Yeah,
they go.
yeah. Yeah, that
So,
was cool. That was a cool project. And just
mhm.
back to the chat room again. It's people. I mean, they're just saying so many awesome things, and I agree with everything. And I guess when you guys get time, just go back and look at the show. Maybe comment on what was said, if you could find the time. I wanted to give a shout out to Miss Mercedes Benedict. She's tuning in from Arizona.
Hmm.
I know her and her husband, good people. And we've done a lot of virtual shows via YouTube. Rest in peace, Kev Baker, who we lost last year. I think it was early last year. It might have been last. Heck, it was. Time's moving so fast. I just and this is why we have to cherish these things and you know in each other because we don't know how much more time we have left together, and that's why we do shows like this. That's why we create events like what you have going on, Bella, and stuff like that. So just so we can make sure that we spend time with each other before that is not available to us anymore. So just sometimes I get a little sentimental, but I do it for a reason because this is I'm losing my loved ones, and there was a time where when I was younger, I kind of just felt like, you know, death didn't really exist then, or losing someone didn't really exist, for some reason
Mhm.
until I lost, my father and people that was close to me. Then I was like, whoa, this is real, this, you
Mhm.
know. So then you don't have the opportunity or to say something that you might have wanted to say and stuff like that. So it's just my little message to everybody out there, like I usually give on the Speak Your Mind show. Um, Say something positive to people. Pick people up on a daily basis, and if you can help, help. Nobody's asking you to be there every day or do it all the time, but every now and then extend a hand, pick somebody up, and then maybe the same thing can happen to you, would happen to you if you're down and out. So anyway, so yeah, I just gave a little message there, Bella. I pulled my little Bella. That was my Bella Levy moment right there.
That's so
Because you're so
kind of
good at
you.
it. You're so good at it. You're so good at it. But look, I do want to do this real quick. So if you guys just want to just kind of take it easy for a second, I want to show our audience how awesome this establishment is. So over here, I have another screen. So everybody just kind of hang tight for a second. Let me see if I can set this up. There we go. And I'm going to probably try to mute it. But this is a nice establishment that this is going to be taking place at. I'm hoping this isn't too loud. Okay, that was one clip. I mean, quite impressive, huh? I mean, geez, goodness. I mean, again, and that was the upper level, right? Let me bring you guys
Interesting,
back
Dick.
in here. I can't see it.
Is
Yeah,
that,
that was the upper level. It's
did,
just like, and you look down like that.
did you guys
Wow.
see it? I'm sorry, I don't know if you could hear me. I didn't see anything except like an island.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you guys couldn't see it. Oh
No,
my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My bad.
that's okay.
Um, I don't know if I'm. Jeez. Let me see something here. I
We
don't know
have
if you
seen
can.
it in person.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yes,
Yeah. Well,
multiple times.
anyway, I don't think I'm gonna be able to show everybody like I thought I was. Hold on. Let me see something here. You know what? Oh, I'm sorry. I
Like,
apologize.
that's like a screensaver. That's what I. That's the only thing I can see.
Yeah.
Tell me if you guys can see this real quick.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
now,
Yeah, we
You
That's
see
got
it.
it.
that? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
I do see.
Uh, and the area where the stations are, that's where our one of our DJs will be set up, and that's where we do our dance.
Look how amazing this place is, right? Wow.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
So,
Real quick, Bob mentioned in the chat that he would like the National Human Trafficking Hotline number. I do have that to provide.
Thank you.
That's no problem. That's 1-888-373-7888. Again, that's 1-888-373-7888.
yeah, and I apologize. I should have had all that stuff actually
The
scrolling at the
premiere,
bottom there.
right?
Huh?
I said that picture you just put up was from a movie premiere that I
Yeah.
went to in the summertime. Hmm.
Yeah, it was. We've done a lot of things, and right now this is just a random point in the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to showcase the Marriott. It's brand new. That this was their grand opening the day we did
Hmm.
this. Hey,
Hmm.
Teresa,
Hmm.
Were you there that day? Was Teresa there?
No, unfortunately, no.
But
Mm-mm.
you knew
Wasn't
about it
there.
though. You were part of the team at this time though, right?
No, not quite. I think it was just after that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Or
But she's been there many
I don't
times.
actually know.
Definitely made up for it.
Yeah.
That's true. I part of this process we have to be there, meeting in person. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I just I don't know. Again, I'm just kind of letting the audience know just how impressed I was with that establishment. I just thought it was just a cool time.
Mhm.
And I'm actually excited about how I'm going to cover it. You know, so the guys are saying that's pretty sweet. Please report. Oh yeah, please. That you are. I guess you already seen that from Bob.
Mhm.
Sweet. Donald says sweet. Yeah, this place is just bang up, man. I mean, they did a great job. It's put some real money in that place. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we've covered that. I just kind of wanted to go there real quick just to give people an idea. And we should really be giving the address to that location. But what's the full name of that Marriott? You said it earlier.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was pulling up my notes. Okay. It's called Spring Hill Suites by Marriott in Baltimore, downtown convention center. And the address is 100 North Utah Street. And it's right down, it's on the same block where Lexington Market is and
All right.
across
Yeah.
from the Hippodrome.
Hippodrome
Yep.
is on the Lexington is on the left.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's I mean, I parked on the street. I remember just parking on the street. So they got plenty of parking garages down there, I'm sure. So
Mhm.
so anybody that's wanting to come and this is open to the public, right? On this date. Anybody can come.
Absolutely.
Is I'm sorry?
No, absolutely. It is open to the public. Absolutely. We have a couple of tickets left. You're more than welcome to go on the website. You can get your tickets. The website is bellalevy.org, and go to the part that says Blue Ribbon Gala and go to the ticket part, and you could select your ticket. And I believe the hotel gave us an extension through this weekend only where you can book your rooms. And I believe that everybody that's part of the event gets a discounted rate on the rooms. So we
Yeah.
try to one stop shop everywhere on the website. So, like I said, while there's still a few tickets remaining, please go on the website, get your ticket. We have two ticket options. One is just only Saturday, and the other one is the entire 3 day weekend.
Okay.
And so,
That's pretty cool.
been getting the VIP 3 day weekend because why wouldn't you want to stay and get a networking event so you can network with
Mhm.
other like-minded humanitarians, like-minded people in the industry, other artists, other actors, other performers. And
Mhm.
also, you get the farewell breakfast where you get to speak to a couple of, national known speakers about their experiences and what you could learn from them. and I tried to make all 3 days as loving and entertaining as possible. And again, just the panel that's with me right now, I couldn't have done any of this without them. And then there's a huge backup army behind me, even more of everybody that's contributed and done something. We had our last Zoom call, I think we had 20, 25, 26 people on. And I have to
Jeez.
big a big shout out to all the models. All of them. I'm so proud of them. Some
Mhm.
of them, this is their first time. Oh, I can't forget the amazing Oscar award winning opera singer Carmelita Bartholomew. I
Wow.
actually into her when I went to a movie premiere for Penance. And she was introduced. And when I found out who she was, when I tell you I made a beeline for her, I didn't we don't have a VIP for all the artists and everybody else upstairs. I was hoofing. I was like, ran up, da, 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 da. And she was like, oh. And then we became fast friends, and she's been just amazing. And anybody that's never heard her voice before, please come out to the gala and listen to her. She's amazing. She's took time out of her, we all have our normal 9 to 5s. She's took time out of her normal job to meet me at the hotel and get a couple things done. We had to do a voice check, and the acoustics in that area are just perfect. So I do want to say thank you to my friends at Spring Hill Suites, that the first time that I picked this event, to pick it in a place that literally when she goes, ah, it's just, you can feel it like in your skin. You don't want me to sing because birds fall out the sky. We don't, but Lita is in. We also
That's funny.
artist Jay Young. I don't know if you know him. He's a local artist.
Mm-mm.
He wrote a song for the foundation, and he's going to be singing that. And of course, also my favorite and one of Alan's favorite is Kimie. And they're just a couple of the ones that are performing. Nancy, do you have the list in front of you of our performers?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Real quick, since we already started mentioning people, let me mention everybody.
Okay.
And
Um, we have, I may not be pronouncing his name right. We have LeVar, he's a musical artist. Ruth Brown, she's a gospel singer. Caroline Two Times Shine, he's a musical country artist. We have Sally Sweets, Tommy Vino, he's a hip hop performing artist. Hey Johnny, musical artist. Elder Dempster, he's a gospel singer. Demini Moore, she'll be singing a national anthem. We have a salsa instructor, Trevor Brown, and
Nice.
Wanda Perez is a New York artist.
that's just a few.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of people going to be there. I mean, it's a long event, so it's necessary.
We have 4 DJs. Two are local. One is from Virginia Beach, and the other one is from South Carolina.
Wow. So, I
Mhm.
mean, I spoke with you not too long ago, Bella, and you were, I don't know, a little bit, a little distraught at the time because, I guess some people kind of, backed out and all that. But it sounds like ultimately, I mean, it's still, going to work out kind of like you envisioned it. So, I mean, I guess it just kind of comes with the neighborhood. Some people can't really follow through on what they say sometimes, but it's nice to have real dedicated people in your corner as well. Those people that's and that's why I it's kind of rule of thumb for me. I like to cast a lot of people or just because you just never know. You just never know what's going to happen. Life happens, and it's not always somebody's fault per se that they have to choose something else. But I'm just glad, just judging by everybody that is on the books right now, it seems like it's going to be a really, really good turnout.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and I don't want to keep everybody too long. I know we started the show a little late, but is there anything that you guys would like to say before we close the show out? I know we lost Teresa, And we'll see her soon. I hope she has a good night and stays safe. But is there anything that anybody would like to just kind of cover before we do close the show down?
I just want to say one thing, and I always do this every time I come on your show,
Mhm.
is I would like to, my panel that's with me now, and you, Derek, as well as everybody listening now or in the future, if I can ask you to please take the pledge with me. And something I do every time I speak anywhere, every time I get an opportunity of a platform, I let everybody know. So I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand and put it on your left heart and repeat after me. Hi, my name is,
Hi,
And
my
my
name
name
is,
is Alan
Nancy.
Greenstein. Yes.
and today I take the pledge against human trafficking,
and
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 support
today
today,
I take a pledge against human
against human
trafficking,
trafficking.
and
and I support the Bella Levy Foundation.
And I
and I
support
support
what
the
the
Bella Levy
Foundation.
Foundation.
And that pledge empowers you to be my champion of humanity. That pledge empowers you that if you go out in the world and you see something that's not right, just say something, get
Yeah.
involved. It's just that easy. Um, you can really change the trajectory of someone's life that just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, well, that's very powerful. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's the first time you made me take the pledge. Oh yeah, my name is Derek Stroman, by the way. But yeah, that's the first time you ever made me take the pledge. Why are we just doing this now? Doggone it!
No,
The
we took it
the last
before.
show. Sorry, the last show I should have took the daggone pledge.
No, we did it before when we were on set. I
Did we?
I
Oh
know
yeah. Hold on, did we?
I know that whenever I go where I always take the pledge with everybody.
I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why I don't remember taking the pledge, but that's really awesome because I
To
could have
you
been
that
did that.
overwhelmed by it, that it just overcame you. I understand.
Yeah. Nah, that feels really good. It's so funny because this in this show, and I'm gonna say this because it always baffles me how so many people tune in later in the evening. I start a show, try to start it on time. We started a little bit later, and it's just like now everybody wants to tune in. So hey, Buzzachino, I see you out there, bro. Good to have you back. Again, that's YouTube land. I do simulcast, just as a reminder, everybody. So this is streaming on a couple different streaming services. You could always go back and look at the show, Alan. You can go to my page. Also, it is being dumped into a hard file into the software that I'm using right now. So I have access to this show at any time. Just so you guys know, I mean, and it's fun. I love to do it. We talked about it. We got a big event coming up. This Gala is going to be major. It's probably not even going to be as easy access for us here in Maryland next time Bella does it because I think you said it's happening in Miami, right? You said
In
Miami in
no,
Florida, well, huh?
in Tampa,
In Tampa.
yes. So the next
So
event will be in Florida, in Tampa. That is correct.
right. So with that being said, I mean, there's no guarantees that I will be at the next event because I've never even been to Florida once. And I got a buddy, a couple buddies actually down there keep trying to get me to come, and I will one day make it down there. And I know it's not that far away, but
Hmm.
just so y'all know, I've never been to Florida. I really really want to go. So every opportunity that I get, sooner or later, I'm going to take advantage of one of them. But yeah,
Well,
right now, for
go.
sure, I can make this one, huh?
Well, it's definitely time for you to go. Trust me.
Yeah, I know, I will. And Alan, do you have anything, any closing words before we shut the show down this evening?
Let's see. Yes, that's how people can reach me. I'm at Alan, ALAN, at supportourcreatives.com. My website is supportourcreatives.com. You can also contact me through there because as usual, there's a contact sheet, and when you go to the website, you'll see all my various social media handles. So Alan at supportourcreatives.com to get in touch with me. I'd love to work with people. So just keep that in mind. And I also want to say something about Bella. Bella has the ability to draw people in. I've seen her how the supporters and the scope of people who know about what's happening has just gotten bigger and bigger over the months. So that's what I say about Bella. Thank you,
Hey,
Thank you,
Bella.
can
Alan.
I ask you real quick? Pardon me, Bella, real quick. What do you do for a living, Alan? I mean, it,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right.
are you
Oh, well,
retired? You retired?
no, I'm a business analyst. This is my
Oh, okay,
9 to 5. But
okay,
but of course, support of hashtag creatives is something that I've always wanted to do. So it's my passion. Yeah.
okay. All
Yeah.
right, sorry about that, Bella. You go ahead.
Okay. Also, you can reach me at email, and I answer every single email, Bella at bellalevy.org. You can reach Nancy, Nancy with an I, Nanci, at bellalevy.org. And you can reach Alan, Alan at bellalevy.org. If you need to get a hold of me on social media, it's Bella Levy on Facebook. On Instagram, it's BELLACHKA 2021. But I answer every single email. It may take me a little bit to get back to you, but I will get back to you. I'm just a little bit busy the last couple of days, and thank God for Nancy. She keeps me on my toes. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, this is my core tribe right here. Without these people, I wouldn't be where I am. And I know I'm grateful for the universe that's brought this to me, but I'm also grateful for the support system that I have, and I want you guys to know that. And I'm also grateful to you, Derek, for letting us into into your platform, and everybody for welcoming us into your hearts. And I really want everybody to take in what I'm trying to do. Come on down to the gala, get so much information. If you think that what we went over now and it was information you didn't know, just imagine the amount of information you're going to receive the entire weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree with you. And this show, Bella, it's a loose show. I just wing it every single show. I mean, every now and then I'll jot some information down that I might have on my mind. It's something I want to ask a question, but I just talk. I want everyone else to be loose and comfortable. It's not a hounding show. It's not a tear you apart kind of show. It's just for acknowledgement of what one or people are into, and just kind of a platform to express yourself and talk about upcoming events. I mean, we could have spent another 2-3 hours talking about some of the projects that are on our place right now, and
Mm-hmm.
it's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to shut it down, and we will pick back up. And who knows? Maybe next time we'll just be talking about what our film, our acting experiences has been like, and plus, I will throw this out there because Bella, you are in Sullen. And I've seen the footage. I know you haven't yet, but you did a great job. I don't want to spoil it. It's a really cool role. It's fun. You have dialogue, you have interaction. So it's one of those parts. Although be it might not have been that, that role that everybody dreams of having. But when I seen it the first time, I was like, what a bang up job you did with the kids and everything. And you're in there too, Nancy. You and Warren. I seen you guys. So yeah. So get ready for the premiere, which is going to be February 10th
Yeah,
at
I
the
got a chance
Democratic Club.
at the diner. I
Yeah.
was in my element, boy. I
You did a great job, and like I said, I didn't want to. That's cool. We're promoing all the way up until February, the day of February 10th. Right now,
Mhm.
this show was predicated to talk about the gala. Let's this is a very important topic that we can't just spend time talking about things that right now, I'm sorry, just isn't as important as what January 28th is going to be for a lot of people, and it's a fact. It's a fact. What I'm saying is a fact. So, I will. Hey, good night, Bobby. Good night, Donald. Donald and Bobby are saying good night to everybody. So, good night. I will let everybody go. I love you. All of you know how to reach me
Yeah.
at any time. Okay, so let's do that. There's my QR code to reach the BellaLevy.org website. any information that you want to know, the gala, and multiple things that we covered this evening, all you have to do is scan it. You can scan it right now by taking your phone out and scanning my computer screen or your computer screen, however you want to look at it. There it is again, bigger, bolder. Okay, take the time to do it. Help somebody. There it is again. So that's three times right there. Nice, Alan. Hey, good. Hey, great timing, Alan. You know, great. You see that? I know you had the shirt up. You couldn't see Alan's.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
funny.
missing one.
That's funny. I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, we had the majority out of four. We had three. What's that? That's three quarters of us. Had it taken care of. So love you guys. I'm gonna let you get out of here. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your weeks. I love you all out there, and good night.
Thanks, Derek.
All
Bye
right.
See
bye.
you all. I will see you all soon. Good night.
Yeah.
Next Saturday. All
Next
right.
Saturday. Love you. All right. Bye bye, everyone. Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Night.
Okay, everyone. Another great show. Felt awesome. It gets a little gut wrenching. Those shows do. Um, when you talk about things that are so painful, you always try to lighten the mood. I do. I try to lighten the mood because it could really drag you down if you fall too deep in the pits of sadness like that for some of the things that happen in people's lives. So um, before I do close the show, I do want to give a shout out to my latest, greatest sponsor in the Boulevard Diner. There's the address there. They are located right up the street from me here in my community of the great state of Dundalk, as Johnny Lang always says. Um, yeah, get up there. Great food, great environment, good ownership, good service, great prices as well. Yes, they do serve alcohol. So if you were wondering, they do serve and sell alcohol, and just good people, in general. So, and I want to thank them wholeheartedly for coming in and being somebody to help back me in these things that I do that some people could look at and be like, ah, I don't know about that, boss. I can invest my money and time elsewhere, but they see what I've done for the community for so many years. They see how I help pick people up on a regular basis, and the positivity that I try to exhibit, every day from the moment I wake up in the morning. So love you guys. Also, the premiere, please, February 10th, get out there, check us out. It's at the Democratic Club, 7900 New Battle Grove Road, Dundalk, right off of North Point Boulevard, right across from Casas. It's the banquet hall next to the bar establishment. Um, it's big in there. We did it. We did the Baltimore Bomb there. It was a great turnout. Seats like 200 something people, whatever. And we're having two shows, a 7 o'clock show and a 9 o'clock show. Um, yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. Some finger food, some food, and we're gonna have a little bit of entertainment as well. Um, we're gonna try to have everybody come in like a 6:30 ish or something like that for the show to start at 7. We haven't really put that out there yet, but Johnny and I we're going to get together and do a proper announcement about that. We're going to get together and do a proper announcement. So look out for that. Like I said, Johnny Lang and myself, we'll get together, put a real good promo out there to help people understand what's supposed to happen on that night, because it could be a little confusing trying to change shifts, as it were, of people rotating out of the club for the next group of people to come in. So, but either way, it's going to be fun. Whatever. It's not the first time it's happened where you do two shows. It's a short film, short films, a series of them an anthology, as we call it, of three short films put together, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. Get there, and there'll be quite a few more promos coming out before February 10th gets here. What do you say? Hey, it was good to see you, Buzzachino. I know, bro. Stay groovy, bro. Hey, you stay groovy too, Buzz. Hey, look, that's why I put up all your comments. I have to go back and read them. You know, you write books every time you list a comment. It's like a whole book, bro. I told you before, but last year sometime or whatever it was, that you're a poet, like a real poet. Yep. So it's good to have you back. Obviously, everybody else that was on the feed tonight, Bobby, Donald Step, Johnny Lang, Mila Grimm. Thank you for coming in. Oh, she's saying hi to you, Buzz. Like, who's Mila? If you're still watching, Mila, thanks for watching the show. Hope you stuck around. I hope you enjoyed the show. Buzz is my guy. He's been supporting for a while. Who else chimed in this evening that I have to give shots out to? Ricardo Robinson. If you're still watching, thank you as well from YouTube land. Get ready for the next show. There'll be a couple more. I haven't scheduled my next show, so I can't give you no updates on that just yet. Just keep a lookout. I will be back. Hold on. I still, just because, hey Alan, just because you're down there still, I'm about to bring you back. What's up, Alan?
Oh, hello.
I'm, I can't act like I don't see you down there just
Oh, I
chilling.
know that you can see me down there, but I
Yeah.
just want to watch the rest of the show.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. What'd you think about the show?
Well, it was
You think it
great.
went okay?
Oh yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, we've been doing a big push during the whole month of January, doing all kinds of podcasts and interviews and stuff like that to make sure we get the word out. So I've been on some of them, and,
Hmm.
and Bella has a great message to get out
Yeah.
there, and she's
Oh,
doing a very good job in getting it out there. And it's her passion is amazing, such an important cause and everything. So I'm just glad to
yeah.
be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you. We didn't really get to talk too much last time we met, which I think that was the first time we'd ever met down
Probably, yeah,
there at
yeah.
that grand opening. You had a young lady with you. That was your wife, right?
Yes, her name is Randy. That's right.
Yeah,
She
I
was with us.
remember. I remember. That's
Yeah.
right. I remember. Tell her I said hi too when you get a chance. That's
Okay.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. So I don't. I used to do this show. I think I was scheduling it like every Wednesday, but life got really busy, so I don't do it every Wednesday, or I don't have a set day anymore because again, with all the filming and some of the things I'm involved in, I can't really do that because I have to obligate myself to do those things because that's more important than coming on and doing a live show or something like that. Plus, I have so many people involved in the projects that I'm a part of that I have to dedicate my time to that instead. So, but I
Yes.
but I am
Yes.
back doing the show. I'm back doing the show,
Yeah.
and I definitely I'll bring you back on. And I don't
Okay.
know if I'm gonna do another show before the gala, which is only like Bella said, 10 days away, but in the future, being as though you are involved in this industry just like I am, could bring you back on and we could talk about
Yeah.
whatever
Oh yeah.
the
And
topic might be.
right. And I have a show on the Clubhouse app that
Hmm.
also I don't know if you're a member of Clubhouse, but if you join Clubhouse, I could have you on my show.
Yeah, invite me on, man. I'd love to be on your show. Love to be on your show. I was doing it quite often. I was a guest, like permanent sitting guest on a couple shows, and again, life happens. These guys, Buzzachino, a couple of these Mercedes was on this evening. They were used to watching me on, excuse me, Bill Bean's Spiritual Warrior show. So I was one of the warrior mode panel guests. And just been a lot to happen. We lost a good friend in Kev Baker. He passed not too long ago, and then just life changes again, and that's why I stress it so much about taking time out for each other. And whatever. They say I'm a little too sensitive. Some of my buddies, but hey, it, I'm not scared to say it. Okay. So, and that's what I try to express on the show tonight is don't be scared to say these things, man, because you don't know if you'll get a chance to do it again,
Mhm.
and then all you'll be left with is that whirling around in your head, man. I wish I could have said what I really felt or told that person how much I cared about him or whatever. So, yeah, it's important.
Yeah. Keep doing when you do what you're doing whenever you have a chance to do it. Because people will are interested in what you have to say, and also all the great guests that you'll be bringing on. People want to see that too.
Hmm. Yep. So yeah, he's Buzzicino actually is coming in live from Essex, England, is where he tunes
Wow.
in from. So Mercedes was coming in from Arizona, and you know, you know how it is when you stretch your audience. You're talking about yeah, who knows what parts of the world you're reaching through YouTube and Facebook. Basically, is reaching your friends or people But when you get into the simulcast and casting and you touch into some of the other streaming outlets, as it were, you can reach a broader audience, and those guys again, they were Warrior Mode fans, faithfuls. So I'm just glad. I never would have thought they would have kind of you know stuck with me as I guess life kind of moved on from the show, but I'm grateful that they did. So. But anyway, I'm not going to bore your ear anymore. I'm going to let you go. Thank you for sticking around. It's funny because, like I said, I thought I had like shut down your feed, but I was looking at the bottom. I was like, well, Dag, he's still there. But I was just wondering. I was like, you were just kind of just watching, I was like, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's why I said, you know what? Let me bring Alan back in on the show, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nah, hey, it's my pleasure, and I will see you on the 28th as well.
Fantastic. Yes. We'll do some more talking then.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
brother. Well, you have a good
Oh,
night.
Robin Shockley just came on.
Do you know who this is?
Robin Shockley, she's the host of the gala. She's in charge of public
Oh,
relations.
she made it on. Wow. Hey, Robin, hello. How you doing? I guess you already recognize Alan. I'm Derek Stroman. This is the Speak Your Mind show, and I will be doing the photography and videography on January 28th for the gala. So, yeah, I'm excited about it too. Say focus forward with Robin. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that's a comment there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting Robin. She's going to be also be doing the um, royal blue carpet interviews and such. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. And there's Buzz. But I'm telling you, Alan, when you get a chance, go back and look at some of the comments. I always post Buzzachino's comments because
sure.
he
Yeah,
just says some really intricate things, and he's a powerful dude, um,
yeah,
and real inspiring as well. So hold on,
yeah,
she's so here's a website. I just threw it up there, Robin. www.robinshockley.com is where you can go to just get more information about you. Is that a website, Robin? That's your website. Yeah. Well, obviously it's a www. Must be getting late. Must be getting late. Let's get your promo. Let's see here. Let's get your promo interview. Let's get your promo interview that night too. Okay. All right. So, but yours, Alan, or my promo interview? Can I get a promo interview too, or are you talking about me? I want a promo interview.
Oh, we'll all get a chance to be interviewed, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm so used to giving the interviews. I don't get interviewed too much anymore. Hey, no problem, Buzz, man. Hey, sorry. Oh, Crunch Mob in the building. Hey, what's up, Johnny Black? So I was just at this gentleman's studio yesterday. He's a good buddy of mine, Johnny Black. Oh, I see you. That's crazy. How are you seeing this feed, bro? It must have popped up on your timeline in YouTube. Crush Mob, great band. It's, so the talent around me, Alan, is insane. I have so many people with so much natural, charisma style talent, just talent, that just you know what I mean, just kind of pours out. It's just natural stuff. So I embrace it. I'm still doing a lot of music myself, and I record with well, it's not on the screen there. That's the name of his band. One of his bands is Crunch Mob, because Johnny Black is again one of those hybrid style entertainers that's he can DJ, he can edit, he can just create sound. So he's a producer, he's an engineer. I mean, you name it, he's doing it all. So yeah, big shouts out to you, man. Yeah, hey, look, I will see you soon anyway, Johnny. And let's see, Robin. I'm all about promoting everyone. So thank you, thank you. Yeah, so am I. That's why we're still on this feed. It was funny because before you came on, I was telling Alan it was great. Close the show out, and I seen him at the bottom of the screen. I said, "I'll just come on back in, man. Let's extend the show. The show, how they said, the show must go on, right?" Let's see here. So Robin says, check me out. You will know who I am and what I'm about, building others while I build myself. Right. So I'm gonna check your website out too. So I'll go there and just take a peek at that, Robin. And then I will meet you, for the first time as well on the 28th. So, it's unfair. You'll know who I am. I won't know who you are because you're looking at me on the screen. Let's see here. And who else? Yep, just putting up more videos. So you sitting at the computer. I know just where we left off last night. He's sitting at the computer uploading videos. This guy, I'm telling you, he's a machine. A machine. So, all right. Yeah, so I'll see you soon, Johnny Black. And I will let you go, Alan. You have a good rest of your night, and I'll catch up with you sometime soon as well. Be
Yeah.
safe, my friend. All right. Good night. And
Bye
hey,
bye.
great show too. And
Yeah.
don't forget to invite me on your show. Don't forget.
Oh, I sure will.
All right, shoot me a message or something like that, and
Yeah.
see if we can link up. All right, brother. Have a good night.
Okay.
See
Bye.
you. Wow, what a show, man! Like, you can't go wrong with natural shows. You don't need to try that hard. It's not that hard. It is not that hard. Be yourself. Don't try to imitate or copy what anybody else is doing, and there's a good chance you could be successful. Yeah, hey, man, no problem. Love you, man. Love you, JB. All right, so I'm gonna get off of your uh, laptop, cell phones, your YouTube feeds, and your Facebook, rotation for a little bit here, and say good night. But thanks everybody that has been watching the show. I appreciate you for that. Love you all. You know that. Um, and I want y'all to be safe. Have a good rest of your week. And I will be back with another great guest, another great show, because it's just kind of what we do here at the Speak Your Mind show. All right. So, as soon as I find it, there it is. Everybody have a great night. Until the next episode of Speak Your Mind. Good night.